Hello and welcome back to Baguettes and Asballs, where today we give this gearbox a good clean and hopefully we're going to pick up a new engine. But I was in here yesterday cleaning this and my neighbour over the road popped in. He said, "Got a problem with my car. You couldn't have a quick look for me, could you?" So I said, "I'll have a look." But we're not mechanics. We don't do this. We're hobbyists. This is why we blow up engines. So I had a quick look. Clutch pedal's gone to the floor. I think it's the sleeve cylinder, but I said I'll give it a bleed anyway, so I'm going to get that in, see if I can fix that for him. But the reason why I'm telling you that is basically because there's so many people out there who are a lot more experienced than us, who have been commenting, messaging us on Instagram and stuff like that, and we really appreciate it. I think in the last video I said we need to get monetized, we need to get views and go viral so we can make money, but the reality is we're not going to make a lot of money off this anyway. We're doing it for fun and we really do appreciate those comments. Subscribe only if you want to see more content, and obviously like if you like it, but don't forget you need to tell your mums and your nans because they're the important ones. To get this on the stand I had to break down the engine, my seat, make it easier to lump around, and I wanted to have a look inside and see what the issue was. So I've got the cams out, which are over there. I've got the head off, and you can see that is tainted. We've got a complete piston missing where it detonated, and you can see in there, gouged all the cylinder out. So this is going in the bin. Oil jet out there at the bottom, if you can see that. That's absolutely mashed. We've got a hole in the block there. Pretty toast. So hopefully in this video, you'll see me collecting my new engine because I've arranged that. Well, the engine's out. It makes it easier to do some bits, some consumables. So new clutch. Clutch isn't too bad, to be fair, but I'm going to change it anyway. Pressure plate, again, not too bad. And the dual mass, it could be resurfaced, but I do want to go single mass anyway. So might as well do that while the box is off. Makes it a lot easier. And while that was out, or while the engine's been out, I'll give it a good clean in here. It doesn't look sparkling. It's not like John's race car show car. I'm not going to get all the subframe off and start painting it, but I've degreased it all. All this is surface rust. Give it a good clean in there. Give all this a good clean. I have got a bit of rust in here, but I'm not too precious about it. It's a track car. You know, I've got a roll cage in here. Not that I'm planning on rolling it, but I'm going to be slamming it into some gravel, I imagine. Surface rust there. There's just no point. All my money's invested in intercooler, oil cooler, intakes, air-tech radiator, gripper diff, the gearbox, the turbo. You know, all the bushes, the mounts, everything that I've put in there. All this is polybushed, but I do want to actually solid mount that. The rear beam's polybushed. 3-inch exhaust straight through, decat, the cage, the seats, the steering wheel, everything in there. All that can be swapped over to a new shell if this does end up in the gravel. Also, it's good practice to change these drive shaft seals. These were new, but as you can see, they've been hammered in and tainted. I also change the slave cylinder so I don't end up like my neighbour. Probably nothing wrong with these, but we're going to get them swapped anyway while it's out. Like I keep saying, it makes it easier to do the jobs.
Little road trip. What we're going for here, Matthew?
A new boot.
A new boot?
I was coming for an engine, but I'm going to get a new boot.
M2. Lovely. You was what, mate?
I was going to get a new engine, but I'm going to get a new boot.
That's a big change, isn't it? Yeah, sod the engine. We'll just get a boot, mate.
See what other bits he's got for me.
Yeah, boy. So sorry, mate. What's in this? A 3.2?
No, I mean, not there, mate. 2.5 litre diesel, 5-cylinder, big turbo, big intercooler.
40 miles to the gallon on the diesel.
Beast.
Fully built thing. Julie, wheel probably worth more than the car.
They are spicy, them, to be fair.
Quite a
Sun's
special
killing
one.
it. So what did you just say it does on the drag?
About 11.5 at the minute. LSD, it's a big power thing. Trying to get it down is the problem with this thing.
Yeah.
Beast.
You got a diff in it?
Yeah, it's got LSD in it.
You know what?
It's a special car.
Look at that. The sun is doing it bits there. M2. likes his cars. What can I say?
Later that day.
Right, okay, because I've got my priorities right. I went to pick up an engine and come back with a boot lid. And the only reason I wanted a boot lid is because of that dent. But I've also got a little spoiler lip and a nice little diffuser to go on, because in a box behind there I've got the Delta styling spoiler riser that's going to go on. So let's get this boot swapped over. Maybe we should run it like this. Nah. Looks well weird. Let's get this boot on. Right, there it is. Diffuser fitted. That's got to be worth 0.2 of a second. Probably looks absolutely no different to you guys. But there's no dents. There was a Nürburgring sticker on here. I took that off. I was deciding whether to go to Nürburgring or take the sticker off. I took the sticker off for now. If we ever go, I'll get a sticker. The other thing is Delta styling spoiler risers. A bit of aero through there as well. Nice. I like that. I'm happy with that. It's fiberglass. Painted, but not painted very well, so it does need some paint on it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Should I run this or not? I'm just going to sticker flex it on if I am. I'm undecided. It does look aggressive with it though. Right, what's happening? Outside, in the trailer, we've got a new engine. I'm a bit sceptical about the mileage. I'm a bit unsure, but the lad that sold it me, he assured me, he promised me it was on the mileage that we agreed. There's only one way to find out, and that is to get it on the stand. But to do that, I've got to get the gearbox off the stand, get the car out. It's in the trailer, the engine, so we'll hoist it up. We'll get that on the stand. We'll take the sump off and have a look. We'll take the rocker cover off. We'll have a look, and we'll see what we think. But I'm going to put you on the time lapse. I'm going to get all that done.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big boss, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot.
Right, so as you've just seen, in real time that was as well. I stripped it down that fast, that's how good I am. Yeah, stripped it down. Quite happy with it, to be fair. The lad that I got it off, the unit was on a farm. The woman that owned the farm rented the units out to the guys there, and there's a bit of horsehair on it and a bit of dust and stuff, and that's why I was sceptical. But after stripping it down, it's quite clean. It's a lot cleaner than mine anyway. Plugs look clean. I've given it a turn and I can feel compression. I can do a leak down test on this because I've got a leak down test there. Valves look good, but on these, the direct injection, so it adds the fuel after going through the valves, so they do shut up a bit them anyway, so that's not too bad. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm just going to flip it over, get the sump off, have a look inside and see how she looks, but so far so good. Definitely a lot cleaner than mine, a little bit of oil seepage here, but you can see the sump has not been leaking. little bit of an oil leak, but that's not uncommon. Mine was caked here. It comes from the rocker cover, I think. So that needs replacing. Back on the tripod. Right, okay. So earlier in the video I was saying thank you for the comments and messages. Just want to give Lewis at GM Automotive a big shout out. If you've got an ST, mate, you know who Lewis is. You know that he's got an absolutely unreal van, all caged out. I think it's a little transit connector, an SC180 engine in it. It is mega. He's done a few other builds that we've seen. He knows what he's talking about. He's doing a little mini-series now, so if you've not seen that, go over to his channel and watch it. He's doing a budget track build ST180, same colour as mine. I commented on his videos, he commented back, he's given me a few pointers, telling me about the shorter belt to run, so I don't have to run the AC pump. He told me what gaskets to swap out, so rocker cover gasket, exhaust manifold gasket, oil return down here, off the bottom of the turbo. Sump, obviously we're going to swap that when we put a baffle in. So yeah, big shout out to Lewis. Never met the guy, but we're going to get on track soon, hopefully. Also, after this is built and running, I do need to get it on the dyno, so if anyone knows anyone that can do a live dyno and give this a good mapping, let me know in the comments down below. Right, as I've already said, bit chilly. I'm going to flip this over, get the sump off and have a look underneath just to see. Normally if you look at the cams and you look at the bottom of the crank, you can see if the oil's been changed regularly. If it's like a goldy colour, then it's not. If it's nice and clean, we're happy, we're good to go. But I'm going to do that tomorrow because it's about 8 o'clock at night. I've been at work all day. I've been to pick this engine up. I'm going to go and get my tea, sit down, watch a bit of YouTube, and we'll be back in here tomorrow.
The next day.
Alright, so got the rocker cover off. We need to do that anyway because I'm going to change that gasket. And I'm happy with the look of these lobes. Nice. Just need to keep cleaning. Right, let's get this light on here. I've had a look underneath. It looks good. I can see into some of the cylinders. It looks really good. I'm happy with that. And there's no big bloody holes in the side of the block. So we should have compression. I've just cleaned I've just cleaned some of the gasket off that mating surface there. I'm just going to do that with a little bit of a blade, get it cleaned up. Then I have ordered the baffled sump, put the baffled sump on, get the gasket maker on, get the sump back on, start building this engine back up. New rocker cover gaskets on the way. The seals that I mentioned earlier are on the way. I've got a new 5-put clutch plate coming. Hopefully we'll be on track very soon with minimal issues. Fingers crossed we don't blow it up again. Oh my god, what a mess my garage is. So there you go, there it is, the first part bolted back on, the sandwich plate for the oil cooler. So I'm going to leave it there. We've broke it down. I've ordered a load of parts. In the next episode you'll see us start putting this engine back together and maybe even have it in and running, we'll see. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, tell your mum and tell your nan. Peace.